Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Satanas, Lucifer.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, as much as I would love to talk about pizza, pineapple or otherwise, for the next half an hour, we should probably get started, right?
I guess.
It is
We
6
can.
o'clock.
We could technically bring this conversation into our characters. Be like, yes, have you ever
Thinking
tried
of
this
where we last
cuisine
left off from
before?
the campfire. No, I'm telling you, cheese, tomatoes, pineapple.
Cheese, dog. It's all about the cheese.
The pizza lich.
I keep giving Kyle like a Goliath voice, even though it's not his voice. I don't know why. Just headcan.
I mean, if I could do a Goliath voice, I would totally be doing it.
Anybody can do a Goliath voice.
But sadly, I don't know how.
Yeah, you do. What's the deepest you can put a voice right now? The deepest you can go.
Maybe I can download a voice changer.
No, just fucking, just dip your voice right now. Just keep going lower, lower. Let's keep lowering it. Just keep going down. Lower.
This is about the lowest.
There you go. You hit it right there. And then just put a little bit of gravel on it. Yeah. Anybody can do
Now
it.
talk like that for 4 hours straight.
Oh, that's actually
Yeah, but
fine.
I have to move my mic super close to my face.
Why?
Because
That's actually scientifically will make your voice sound deeper. The closer you are to the mic,
Yeah,
the more
'cause you
the
can-
low range comes through the mic.
I mean,
It's
I'm
called
not.
the proximity effect.
I'm not opposed
Ooh,
to.
smart.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm not opposed to Kyle ASMR. Let me tell you all about my
I'm
mother.
against ASMR. The Kyle part is separate.
Well,
I've never been told that my voice is ASMR.
there you're doing it. I just think that when players do a distinct voice, you don't have to be a voice actor. Just do a distinct voice away from yourself. I'll know when you talk about the table and when you're talking in character. And I just like a voice confusion. I think we even had that in their last 2 sessions or something like that. Somebody says something above the table and I responded to them in character. Or was that at a table? I don't remember. It's all mixed up now in my head.
It was probably at the table.
Oh, it was probably at a table. It was probably with Patrick or
Feels like
something.
your friends would say.
It's always something with Patrick, yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick, who turned to my NPC, said your parents didn't love you or something.
He was so mean to this poor Genasi woman now.
Yeah. Well, let's pick up from where we last left off and get things started. And then, today, Junior. Beneath the burning skies of Avernus, your nameless band descended the corpse-strewn path into the depths of the war slough. So, sort of guided by Lex Kala's, that devil you agreed to aid in recovering the Blood War artifact. Following his guidance, you scoured a nearby canyon in search of the ever-mysterious Horn, a relic said to grant the devils the power to eavesdrop on the thoughts of their demonic foes. Hours of searching unearthed not the promised horn, but something older and stranger. A jagged unicorn horn thrumming with power, yet clearly not the object you were sent to find, given by its properties. Pressing on through the ichor-choked mire, you uncovered signs of another seeker, a powerful demon, and sort of followed the trail to his ritual circle. There you witness the fiend preparing to destroy the so-called horn, and it was turned out not to be a relic at all, but a writhing insectoid creature held captive in this magic. Refusing to surrender your prize, you drew blades and called upon your spellcraft, clashing with the demon and his guards in a brutal battle. Though bloodied, you emerged victorious, and the relic now is in your hands. Now, as Kotam tends to your wounds beneath the oppressive crimson skies, all falls quiet, and for a brief moment you can gather breath, gather yourselves, and decide, what will you do next? What are your next steps, guys?
Were we going to short rest? Because I think we were debating about it or not at last session. Or are we just going to press forward?
I think until we can get out of the effects of the this mud we're in, we need to press on.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't need any rest, personally.
I'm good.
Were we going to go into the tunnels?
Yeah, I think that's the safest option.
Yeah.
To go where we need to go.
Sounds good. Who wishes to scour the Warslew for such a tunnel entrance?
Oh, Lord.
I thought we were at one.
You are in the Canyon Trove. Last we sort of left off, we are still where we defeated that Trontelox box breath demon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that we followed Trontelox from a cave entrance to here.
Correct. So I'm saying from here, from this ritual circle where the demon tried to destroy this insectile-like artifact of Blood War, who wishes to lead the party out of the Canyon Trove and toward Icor Lake in search of such wormholes. Wormwrithings, as they're called.
Juniper will do it.
Okay, so can I get from Juniper a DC 10 survival check, just trying to pick up on any tracks of these gargantuan worms. Very easy to pick up, but still a chance of failure here. Not failure, but consequence.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Does anybody wish to
Yeah, I think
aid
that was
Juniper
one.
and give her advantage, or are we gonna go
Yeah,
with
could I
that too?
be...
Yeah.
I feel like I'm abusing this, but could I be, like, molding Earth or just trying to, like, get a sense of the Earth around me and feeling the vibe of it all?
While I'm not sure how Mold Earth will be useful here unless you tell me something specific, you can definitely give a help action
I
otherwise
think-
by calling upon your geology knowledge, being like a Earth lunar
Yeah.
sorceress, yeah.
Yeah, I think just, like, connecting more with the Earth and seeing if I can, like, sense a general area where maybe the Earth feels a little more hollow beneath it, like there might be a tunnel under it or something like that, like kind of just calling upon my connection with Earth and things in general.
Sure. So using Ember's aid here, Juniper can go ahead and give me one last check here to see if you hit above a 10.
I should reroll it anyways because halflings have a luck thing where if you roll a 1 on a d20 test, you can reroll it.
True.
Oh, nice.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that like a limited thing where you can only use so many times per day?
Uh,
I think halfling luck is persistent all
Okay.
the time.
when you
You tell
roll
me.
1 on a d20 test, on the d20 of a d20 test, you can reroll the die. You must use the new roll. There's nothing about like limited amount of uses.
Flavor it however you guys wish.
Probably.
I'm just offering options here.
Alright.
Okay, so with the combined effort of Amber's expertise and your halfling lack, you managed to find a freshly excavated entrance to the tunnel network below the Warslew. All around this entrance lie crushed corpses of Maragons, indented armor, their devil soldiers, their weapons shattered at their sides. Whatever hunted them left their broken bodies and retreated underground. There you enter.
Perfect. Totally not ominous at all.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
So as you guys
Over the mountain.
decide to
Is
enter,
anyone-
yeah.
Particularly unwell before we go in.
I think Juniper still has that leg thing going on. We're like,
Okay. Yeah. I will. I'm trying to find my. Yeah, I'll cast Death Ward on Juniper. Just in case. So if you were to drop to 0, you would actually drop to 1.
Nice, thank you. Kyle, do you mind if Juniper just like chills on your shoulder for the whole thing and just directs you?
For the whole thing.
I'll bend over and gently grab Juniper and plop her on my shoulder and give her a little friendly pat on the shoulder.
Thank
Sounds
you. You're
good.
a very good boy.
Did you hear that? She called me a good boy.
I heard that, yeah.
You're such a good role model for my children.
Your sibling welcomes my kids when we get out of this.
Does anybody wish to do any other preparations before you guys enter? The humans and other creatures among us who don't have dark vision, you can see a tunnel entrance descends into complete darkness.
I can cast Dancing Lights and just have them move along with us to cast some spell.
Sounds good.
Some light, I'm sorry.
Sounds great.
I'm gonna take 1 torch just to be safe.
Okay. I'll put us on a map then, as we enter this place. You descend. The caverns illuminated by the light of Amber's spell. You see the tunnels twist like intestines through mud. The walls are lined with calcified remains of things that tunneled here in centuries past, as well as half-digested devil bones that jut from the earth. Veins of this strange black root twist through the earthen walls, each one shuddering in time with a distant heartbeat that seems to reverberate throughout the hollow. You can hear strange echoes, chittering, scraping, and distant wet breathing. Check out the soundtrack a little bit here.
Amber's like entire face is kind of screwed up at the grossness of it all. Like she's just kind of cringing at it, and she's holding her hands like very close to her chest, like trying not to get too gunky.
As you continue navigating the pitch dark tunnels, you feel the occasional tremor with each of these heartbeats. Then a large boom echoes from some distance behind you, followed by a low growling roar. This shockwave that hits you causes rock and soil to begin to shudder and collapse from the ceiling. You begin to see rocks fall here and there into the puddles below, and a large chunk of the ceiling begins to slowly slide downwards as if about to collapse. What do you do?
Testing my mic. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Discord is like shutting down for me or something. It's like stuck.
Figure
It's
it out.
like pinwheeling. But oh, this place is so dreadful, but so interesting. These faces, but mostly ew.
Definitely ew.
It's not so bad.
There you go.
Eskia?
I like it.
It does sound like SKA.
Oh shit, it does.
SK,
Are you more-
boy!
Are you more wee or more woo?
Anyway, guys.
I'm actually
Yeah.
afraid. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus.
No,
Amber?
go back.
As the strange gases of the tunnels begin to afflict some of the voices of the party, the ceiling continues to slowly slide downwards, collapsing at this point at the verge of giving up altogether. Do you guys wish to do anything about that, or?
We're gonna run.
And look, yeah, I just want to keep. If we're gonna just keep going and follow this rather than go through all the mire, then we'll just kind of push through. Is it like the entire tunnel or just over where we're at?
Just over where we are. It seems to be like a
Okay,
weak point.
then. Yeah.
I can
Then-
maybe like
Yeah.
mold earth and try to kind of hold it up a little while everyone else scurries through.
Fair enough. Nobody else needs to make a check then, just Amber. As you hold on to that earth, something seems to be pushing against your spell, pushing the earth in the other direction from the other side. If you would stay underneath this as it begins to push out, your spell begins to be overpowered. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please? As you aid the rest of the party here to sort of escape ahead of you into the depths of the tunnel, you manage to succeed. The falling rocks collapse one by one, and at the last second you manage to catch up with the rest of the party. I'll put you guys on the actual here map and show you where you guys are at as the tunnel behind you guys collapses. And that same sort of tremor, roaring sound continues to ebb ever closer. So we have Amber at the back of the group. And then everybody else. Marcella is with us in spirit. Orakai, you're going to be like in the middle of the group here. Juniper as well. And Professor Isaac Dizerov. Yeah, there you are. Everybody have vision? Well,
Yes, dim.
of the yeah, dim. It is very dark. For the sake of this, I'm gonna go ahead and have a torch little icon be casting the light off the spell that Amber's holding on to here. What is the range of it?
It's 4 separate orbs that do 10-foot radius from each orb, just dim light.
Just dim
And
light?
so they can be like chained 20 feet within 20 feet of each other. So
Well-
effectively, I can get like a line of 80 feet.
One better, I can just make them controllable by you. Like this.
Oh wow.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can put them wherever you wish within your spell.
I'll just kind of have them like pacing with the party a little bit,
Mhm.
with the foremost one hovering in front of whoever is taking the front at any given time. And then the last one in the caboose, and the other 2 will be distributed between those.
Sounds good.
It looks like little tiny versions of the moon.
Cute.
You.
So-
I'll have.
Who's leading the party?
The Zerov isn't ahead of it for now. But
Yeah, just moving through, stepping aside, kind of looking into like where we're going. I'm gonna have my torch out, just holding in my hand. I think it's like what 20 and 20,
20 and 20,
20
I'm going
bright,
to go
20
ahead
dim.
and make it controllable by
Is that true?
20 and 20, yeah.
Is that a torch?
Yes, yes.
I feel like I should. Yeah, 20.
Your torch is gonna be like slightly yellow in tinge, just so we know who's who.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
fine. So,
So in the peering through the darkness ahead of you, as Kail steps to your side, you stand amid collapsed rock from where it has sort of collapsed from the ceiling. Above you, the ceiling seems to be trickling this greenish, blackish, echoey substance, something trailing from the ceiling. And ahead of you, these odd crimson and purple webbing of some sort of a goop stretched from wall to ceiling to floor.
Kail, so glad you are here. If you don't mind, if you could be the shield of this group, that would be wonderful. Please don't let me hold you up. But do mind your head. There is some ichor-like substance up there. Very interesting.
What I'm gonna do is I will activate my shield so it's floating ahead of me, and as we walk through, every minute or so, I'll grab it and re-release it.
Okay.
And then just kind of walk ahead, not too far ahead, and
So
I'll test.
Yeah.
I'll test the webs with my glaive a little.
They adhere to your glaive, very sticky like.
I'm just like, oh, this is. Ugh. Just try to wipe it off on the wall.
Mm-hmm. As you move your glaive away, it's also very fragile, and strands of it seems to snap away, causing the entire structure to like jiggle a little bit with the momentum of it snapping in place.
I was actually just going to ask that. Does it look like it's sending, like, the vibration is kind of sending down the line or so, kind of like how...
It looks like strands of jello, so yes, it would like sort of jiggle throughout the entire line, but it seems to be contained within this room.
Okay.
Does it seem important to the structure of the room? Like if we tear away too much, there's a risk of collapse?
Sounds like a gut feeling thing.
Hmm.
Sounds like a fuck around, find out sort of question.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start moving some out of our way in the area in front of us.
Easily done. Clearing a good 5 foot by 5 foot like path so everybody can fit through here. The group will be able to sort of move single file line here. We have Kael at the front, and we can sort of establish a marching order here if you wish. How do we want to do this? We want to do Kael in the front, then Juniper, then
I'll go
Dizerov.
third.
Juniper is riding on my shoulder.
On Kyle.
Right. Juniper is on your shoulders. Absolutely. I will remember that. I don't have a mounted icon to put on your token, but I'll remember. Cool. Do we want Amber in the very back, or do we want Orikai in the very back?
I'll take the rear because I feel like I can
Okay.
kind of get out of collapses if I need to.
Sounds good. So Amber,
Abby was saying that she was kicked off the call, so I don't know where she
I did not kick anybody off any call. And
Discord is having a problem right now because I can't see anything. It's just completely just a little icon, just pinwheeling, and it's saying it's having like issues everywhere.
Okay. Do we want to pause and wait?
Give it like a couple minutes. I'm gonna
Okay.
see if I can close my Discord and try.
Those
Well,
kind
it's
of-
like my grandmother, like, was born in Italy and came, and when she made food, she would make it home style, except for pizza. When she made pizza, she made it the American way. She didn't make Italian style pizza. She made American pizza.
You can
But
tell
she
me
make
more, you can tell us more about it after session. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's,
Now that everyone's back, let's actually get some stuff done.
Quick, play some game before it crashes again.
I also don't want to have, Matt say something on camera that he's going to get crucified by YouTube after this.
The comment section is gonna rip into Matt.
Yeah.
They're gonna find your
Alright.
family lineage and track you down.
I'm brave.
So,
They're gonna dox you.
clearing the way through the web-like strands of goopy jelly-like substance, your light illuminates the tunnel as it breaks into this cavernous, cathedral-like hollow. Music is streaming in 3, 2, 1. There you go. So the air here is thick with a stench of ichor. You see calcified sacks, slick with swollen sort of ichor around them, lie in clusters on writhing web above your heads. Some pulse faintly, others split, weep. Coiling among them are these grotesque, overgrown grubs, their eyeless heads lifting in unison as you enter. And you see embedded in their heads are these gem-like organs, maybe oculary in nature. They also have maws. From their maws burst a psychic series of little shrieks and screeches that rattle your bones and sets the walls vibrating as they react to your light.
Should I dismiss the lights?
We don't
Well,
have
then-
another way of seeing.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps
know,
the light
the
will
lights might be
scare
the
them
only-
away.
The lights may be the only thing holding them back.
It also might aggravate them, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
This also
I'm gonna
looks
hold my
like
torch.
the only way through.
Yeah.
Many of the walls here have been sort of raked or chewed apart as if by giant maws. A lot of the passages that you pass by have sort of collapsed onto themselves, whether through the passing of something gargantuan or just age.
This seems to be a pretty defensible spot. Do you want to try to draw them here? Take the first actions rather than move out into the.
Well,
into the cavern?
I would recommend we sally forth.
Can we try to go around them?
Perhaps we could keep our distance, work our way around the walls, keep the light.
That ever-present tremble of the ground begins to intensify. You hear throughout the caverns that constant thudding of the heart, like reverberating throughout the walls, all throughout the walls, these black veins sort of pulsing in unison. And as the beat goes on, the tremble beneath your ground, especially you, Amber, you feel it intensifies. And from behind comes a deafening roar of shifting stone.
Okay, something bad back here. Something bad.
As you feel it grow more intense, the tunnel begins to, behind you, begins to collapse in a tide of chitin and teeth as an enormous worm surges into Amber's view.
I hallude. Okay, worm on the flank. Huge, scary worm on the flank.
It seems to fill the passage entirely, a living wall of glistening plates and gnashing teeth. Do you fight? Do you flight?
I
I'm
think
just
the
gonna
grubs
start.
are less scary than the worm.
Yeah.
She would encourage everyone to push forward.
I
Yeah, I'm
concur.
just gonna start yelling. Yeah, Kyle, push forward. Please, I don't want to die like this. My life's work.
Absolutely.
Go,
We'll
go.
start moving this way.
As you guys move into the chamber, place yourselves where you would be as you enter the chamber with your lights and everything, and go ahead and rule me initiative, please. Orakai, as you follow the party through the strands of this Ikori webbing, where do you want to be, like, standing beside which party members?
I'm going to want to stay near Kyle.
Okay, so standing near Kaio, over here amid lights, above you, the strands of webbing sort of embed these clusters of eggs and these writhing small worms. The closest among these smallest of worms from you is about 15 feet ahead into the grander chamber, equally on the diagonal above your head, 15 feet above. All the while, the rumbling of the ground intensifies as the worm rules initiative. Make sure that you click on your tokens and you click on initiative before you rule, so it puts it in the turn order. Otherwise, let me know what you ruled there for your initiative. I rolled an 8 for my worm.
How long has it been since our last battle?
Like less than an hour. Why?
Okay, I think I would still have Thea.
How long does she last?
Up to an hour.
Sounds good. How do I rule for the
I rolled an
necrophytus?
18.
Okay, bear with me as I place an 18 for Abby's character. At turn 18, there we are. At turn.
Juniper, I have the alert feed, and I can change initiative with some willing creature. If you want, I can take the 11 and you can take my 19, or are you okay with your turn order?
I'm okay with my turn order.
Okay.
I have that as well.
Okay, cool.
Sounds excellent. After all initiative is rolled, I'm just checking that I'm not missing anybody. I have Emperor, Professor, Isaac Thezerov, Kyle, Juniper. Who am I missing? Yeah, we have Orakai. It's 5 of us. We seem to be good.
Ivan and Koatom, not here.
Do you want Kotam to be in combat here? I usually keep them in the background fighting
No,
to
that's
keep
fine.
side threats, lurching worms from encroaching on your flanks and such. I don't want to take them in turn order because it's just...
No, that's fine.
It takes time. So, on top of turn order then, we have Amber.
Okay. Can we pop Thea's token in if it's been
Absolutely,
under an
yes.
Thank you.
Where do you want Thea to be? You can control where you want it to be placed.
Probably near me there, so.
Does Thea have her own initiative?
I think she does. Last time she went on my turn, but I'm looking at Conjure Elemental now, which is effectively what the stone casts.
Yeah, we'll go with whatever the
roll
spell
initiative
says.
for the elemental, which has its own turns, so I can roll her initiative.
Any other summons we want to have on the map? I know that Juniper has an owl familiar, but I'm not sure if you want to have it in combat.
No, it's gonna stay on summon for now.
Okay. So with initiative 15, I'm gonna place your elemental there in order. There we go. Cool. Still Amber's initiative though, so.
Okay. I think I'm going to... I need to make a measurement here. Okay, I don't think I can reach them both with one spell. That's fine.
I'm gonna say the webbing, the egg sacs are like 15 feet above you guys in elevation.
Okay, so they don't necessarily obscure... Or, I'm sorry, are these creatures in the webs?
They are in the webs. They're crawling above your heads.
Okay, so
yes.
they're in the air. Okay. Gotcha. I think I'm gonna do it then. I'm going to try centering Shatter on this kind of sack and this rearmost creature.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a con save from them.
Okay, as the air concentration on spot and burst outwards, it's gonna go ahead and roll me the Constitution saving throw. Rolling a 5, failing.
Okay, I'll roll that damage. 4 thunder damage. That's a terrible roll on 3d8.
Objects. How do objects interact with the spell? Do they take double damage, or like how does that work?
I will double check because it doesn't seem to say in the preview, but I know.
I'm gonna say the spell is so powerful that when you cast it, it absolutely bursts the egg sac apart. The strands attached to it begins to slough off in various directions, and from within you see live larvae just sprawl on the floor beneath in a swarm that I'm gonna put on the map here. Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering if it would make babies. That's so gross.
Oh, no! Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's really yucky.
Oh, God.
And this one lands on the floor, proned, as it collapses on the floor. The juvenile larva takes some falling damage as well, as it falls from the ceiling. I'm gonna roll d6 here for fall damage. 4 additional. No, why would you do that?
Why did you do this?
Sorry, ew, that's really gross. And then I think she's not gonna take a bonus action this turn. She's just gonna scoot up a little bit because of the concern of the worm coming from the south. Actually, move up far enough that maybe Thea could squeeze in a little tighter on her turn if she needed to. And end her turn.
Isaac. In between your turns, I have the large worm approaching you guys taking legendary actions. So just bear with me here.
unfortunately, I've never noticed how silent it is because I can't get into the stream just won't do the music, so it's fucking with me. Okay, so
Well,
kind of everyone's taking positions.
hold on.
What's up?
I'm taking a legendary action.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In between turns. So in between turns, the worm, you feel the ground shudder as the worm burrows beneath the ground, and then in a burst, it's gonna go ahead and burst 50 feet on the ground burrow. Burst over yonder, beneath Amber's treading footsteps as it detects her movement with each step with its tremor sense as it goes bursting outwards. Burrowing surge. Before bursting from the ground and making a bite attack on a Amber. Amber, it's gonna be. I'll just make sure that it doesn't whisper to me. 1 second. I like public rules. How do I change that? Always never whisper. There it is. There. I like making public rules. Bite attack against Amber is gonna be a. Oh, that's a big block. 26 strike.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Amber, you take 29 piercing damage.
Hold on.
What's up?
I'm trying to see if I have anything to help. Ooh, never mind. I don't.
Okay.
That's okay.
Amber takes 29 piercing damage as the jaws clench around her. Make me a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As you try to roll out of that bite.
That's an 8.
You watch as Amber is swallowed.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
chronal shift that, and I'm gonna try to give her advantage on
Giving
that.
Amber
Okay, on the save.
a vision of the
Yeah.
upcoming horrifying future. You're giving her advantage on the dexterity saving throw. DC of 18.
That's a 3.
Amber, you are swallowed.
I also need to make a con save for dancing lights. I'm concentrating on them.
Sure.
Oh, I just realized I'm making ability checks, but it's the same difference. I have a +1 to the checks and the saves.
You
so
hold
it
on
doesn't
to
matter.
the spell then. As you're swallowed, a swallowed creature is rendered blinded and restrained and has total cover against anything outside of it.
Shoot, dang!
As you feel a burning sensation and wrap around you as you are swallowed in the middle of its body. Alrighty then.
Holy shit.
Ow!
Professor
And
Isaac
also,
Desert.
ew!
I'm just like in shock. I'm like, oh, because that is not what I was expecting. I was gonna try and do something else.
You
So
can hear from inside the worm's belly. She's just going, ew, 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 the entire next 6 seconds.
Still alive.
oh
Perfect.
boy. Oh man.
Worm.
So let's do this. Whoops. I am still getting used to this new format. 30-foot cube. Boop, boop, boop.
I just realized what I was playing. It's playing Armageddon. Nice.
Feels like it.
Radius.
Armageddon. So that's 30-foot cube right there. What are you doing?
Is that 30?
Yeah,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
it's 30.
Okay. Oh man. Hold on. Linger.
I saw it. It captured all the targets.
Yeah, I just don't want to get the construct there. Here, I don't know if I can move it or not.
You can make it so it captures all the targets. If you just move
Okay.
it up 1 square. I got it.
Yeah, Amber's gonna be in there too, but I am gonna cast a hypnotic pattern. And they all need to make a 3rd level cast DC 17 wisdom save.
I'm blinded, so I'm guessing I can't see.
You are not
the
affected by anything out from outside of the worm because you have total cover.
All I know is worm.
So I rolled a 6 for my wisdom saving throw for the big worm, and its juvenile little wormlings here are gonna roll a wisdom save each, starting from the top, working my way towards you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am become worm, destroyer of worlds. I have
Only one.
1, 2. I'm just seeing which one succeeded. 1, 2. The cluster, the swarm of little babies, is the only thing that succeeded on the save.
Okay.
All the rest of them are what?
They are all incapacitated
Jesus.
and have a speed of 0.
Yay.
The spell ends for any affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So as I go, like I kind of move my fingertips, have my wand, kind of swirl it in the air, and kind of look like a orchestral like piece I'm trying to conduct, and use hypnotic pattern. And this kind of haze just kind of falls over the battlefield, like this purplish haze, and they all become like into a stupor. But seeing kind of under the massive worm out of the ground and everything, I'll call out to, Kyle, be like, they're all out for the count, but that group over there, them, attack them. And just kind of giving like little orders. But yeah, everyone else is in a stupor except for these little worms right here. I'm going to reposition just a tiny little bit into this. I want to be in a little corner. And that's it.
Okay, as you run to the eastern corner of the chamber, sort of hugging the wall there and maintaining your spell. Is it concentration or is it just like lasting till whatever?
It is concentration.
Okay, you're concentrating on a spell then. Sucks for me. Kyle. It is your turn. Matt.
Okie dokie. I will. Let's. 30. Oops, wrong one. Move to here, and I will draw my bow and fire my bow at the
Swarm?
the swarm, and do.
Carrying Juniper on your shoulders, you draw forth the bow, steady the arrow, and for a 12 to hit,
Yes.
hits. As your arrow streaks through the mass, and you see like larvae flying, so like a crayon streak behind the swarm as ichor and blood and viscera hits it for 13 piercing damage, halving the size of a swarm.
Okay, and
Natural one
that
just ricochets
one?
off the floor wall as you draw.
on my first hit, I will use sap and slow it until the start of my next turn, and then on my third attack, 12 hits.
Mm-hmm. A good
12
practice,
damage.
guys, is to like sort of like animate, like describe your actions and stuff, your attacks if you wish. You give them some flair, your magic and your bowstrings, as if I don't have like vision of the map and stuff. If you want,
Okay.
but a
No,
third.
so I'll
strike,
fire
yeah.
3 rapid shots
Mhm.
into him. My first one, causing it to move slow, and my third shot to be to kill it. Apparently.
So you manage to scare away the swarm, that any remnants of it begin to like, sort of crawl into the various crevices of the cave floor, disappearing out of sight as that swarm is indeed destroyed. You hold position?
Yes, that's my move. Yeah.
Okay, going down the initiative order, we have Orikai. Orikai, you are standing in the looming shadow of the now incapacitated, hypnotized greater worm. It is looming a good 20 feet above your head currently, sort of swaying back and forth, all the while poor Amber is still struggling within this creature.
Ew, 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 ew. How many feet away is it?
It's about 10 feet away from you, sort of lurching from the ground. Yeah.
So, Orakai throws her hands forward and the smell of apple pie fills the air. As they cast There's Mischief, I'm gonna need a charisma saving throw.
You are targeting the worm. How big is the area of effect here?
A 20-foot cube.
A 20-foot cube will be able to target the worm and another one of its juvenile little necrophytus like larva that's sort of above on the webbing. Do you want to target it as well, sort of keeping in mind that it is incapacitated, but if it receives any sort of damage, it will shake out of it? Or do you want to target just a worm? The big one.
I'm I'm just gonna try to target the bigger worm.
Okay. Sorry, what saving throw am I doing?
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Because if there's something that the worms are not, it's charismatic. 1.
Well, you're charmed by me till the beginning of my next turn.
Alright. As you maintain that spell, is it concentration?
It's concentration up to 1 minute.
Sounds good. Now, question about that spell, because I don't know how it works. If creatures enter that area of effect, are they affected?
If they enter that area of effect, they have to do the same saving throw.
Okay. I'll go ahead and mark that area on the map real quick. Anything else on your turn then?
Nope, but I am going to use my bonus action to hide.
You would have to move somewhere, because right now you're sort of in the entrance of this cavernous chamber. There's not really an area for you to hide unless you go back a little bit out of sight of creatures. Back to the tunnel. If you
Keep that within 30 feet?
Yeah, if you have 30 feet movement, you can hide around, like the western sort of corner of the chamber. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, Mordecai doesn't want to be swallowed in joint amber.
No problem. Calling upon your Underdark reflexes. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check here, just to see what your hiding is at. But you take cover and you hide away. Alrighty then.
That would be a 17.
Alrighty. If that will be the end of your turn, I'll give Thea the turn.
Yep.
All right. Thea is a simple lady. She sees her bestie get swallowed by worm. She hit worm. So she's gonna close in there. It overlaps a little, but I think that's...
As long as you're within an adjacent square of the worm, you'll be within reach.
Okay. I suppose that would be reach
Yes.
in that case. Great. And she's going to make 2 slam attacks. First one's a 24.
I can hear Nick dying inside. 24 hits. What's damage?
You know me too well.
Whoa. 17 damage.
Does it just shake out of your incapacitation, Nick? Or does it make a save?
No, if it just takes any damage or any action to shake the creature of its stupor.
As soon as Thea's rock fist slams into the chitinous scales of the creature, the impact reverberates throughout it and just shakes out of a stupor and fully aggroes onto the rock elemental.
The rock, Thea doesn't really speak, but like you hear the sound of like churning rocks as she like shakes her finger at the worm. And she's gonna hit it again. A 23 to hit.
Thea doesn't speak? 23 hits.
In my mind, no. She's kind of a silent, strong companion.
Sure. If she could speak, it wouldn't be in a language anybody understands, and it's, primordial, but yeah. So, sound type hits for now 13 impacting damage, bludgeoning against the worm.
That is her turn. She doesn't have any bonus actions.
With each impact, you guys watch like the fist slam into like where Amber is sort of located at, like we're near the stomach of the worm, and it sends these like reverberating jiggles throughout the worm's body, and you can kind of tell that the worm is doing a little bit of a heave back, as if it's trying to like hold back like its own bile from like being thrown up. Disturbed by that, do you want to move Thea anywhere, or she's gonna hold her ground there?
Thea's gonna hold.
Okay, so giving Juniper the turn. Juniper, you're on the shoulders of our Goliath. What do you do?
Yes, I am. For my action, I'm going to summon my Fountain of Moonlight, which just gives me 2d6 radiant damage for every melee attack, and also resistance to radiant damage, and when someone attacks me, they have to make a save. So, that is active. Bonus action, I'm
concentration?
going to... Yes, it is.
Okay.
Bonus action, I am going to use my wild shape and wild shape into an owlbear and then approach the worm.
Cool. Owl bear. I would like to imagine you got off the giant's shoulders before turning into an owl bear.
Oh, I did, yeah. I summoned the Fountain of Moonlight as I was leaping off.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and give you an owl bear token you can control. 1 second here. takes me 2 seconds to make it controllable by Mads. So now, if you shift, double click it, you'll be able to open up its character sheet.
Cool. I have the stat block in front of me anyways. So.
Okay. Sounds excellent. Moving in, that's your action, bonus action, movement. Anything else?
Before she transforms, she's just gonna yell, "Give me back that sweet girl!" And there.
Okay.
Do you hear muffled? Thank you. You're so nice.
As a legendary action, you begin to see the worm sort of react to the punches of Thea. As it begins to heave and such, you see a shadow of where it's gonna crash, sort of backwards from the sheer impacts of being hit. Just give me a second here. I'm grabbing something. There it is. I'm gonna say it's gonna be on a diagonal, away from Thea, like so. Everybody sees that?
So,
Sort of a looming shadow cascades over where Kael and now Owlbear stands as the worm is about to sort of crash in that area. Giving the worm the turn next initiative order, I have a multi-attack. A barbed tentacle sweeps toward the encroaching owlbear for a 22 to hit, striking for 13 piercing damage plus 11 poison. If you need
13
to.
piercing, 11 poison.
Yeah.
Can I get a con save from that guy?
The worm rules a con save of 12.
That fails. Let me. Okay, on a failed save, it is now blind until the end of my turn.
Why? What just happened?
It was my fountain moonlight.
Okay. Blinded. It goes ahead trying to swallow Thea with a bite attack. Against Thea, I have a 22 strike for 25 piercing damage. And Thea needs to make me a DC 18 dexterity saving throw, trying to roll out of a bite or get swallowed as well.
Okay. Get swallowed.
Can I swallow a large creature? If the creature is large or... Yes.
See, yes.
Unfortunate. Just have to swallow creatures. I have disadvantage on attack, by the way, because I'm blinded. I forgot to mention that. I'm blinded. 15 would have that would have not hit, did it?
15 would have missed. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So I missed because of blind. Okay, my bad.
I think maybe she raises her big stony fist and is able to like bash his maw away from her as he
Absolutely.
descends.
Nice. Alrighty then. The various juveniles around the chamber are sort of stunned into stupor, giving Amber the turn. At the start of your turn, 66 fire damage at the start of each of the worm's turns. So this happens on a worm's turn. Okay, I'll remember that. Amber, you take 18 fire damage as the digestive
Depend a lot worse.
organs begin to sort of burn away at your body.
Ew. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. She goes, ew, ew, and then you hear it goes like, ew, ew, and she's gonna shift with her bonus action into her more bestial form, which
Absolutely.
gives her 13 temp HP. Thank God. And also buffs her movement speed, basically. And then on her action, do I count as within 5 feet of Juniper? Even though I can't see her and the worm flesh is between us? I would like to dimension door myself. And it does say in dimension door, it can be to an area that I can't see if I can describe it or imagine it. So I'm imagining like whatever, this is fine. Like here-ish. And I'm thinking I could take Juniper with me if she's willing. It doesn't say that I have to see the creature, just that I have to be within 5 feet of them.
You have no... I'm gonna allow you to affect yourself, but you have no idea that... Whatever, you have your hearing, I'll allow it, fuck it.
I hear the, like, chortles of the owl bear.
It's very iffy, but whatever. Whatever bullshit you guys use against me, I can use against you guys, I guess, so...
And maybe I would have heard the attack on it from a certain direction. Anyway, I'll cast it, and I will boop us both kind of to this upper left corner of the worm. I think I would leave Juniper maybe within melee of it, and then me just a little bit behind Juniper, I imagine. Somewhere like there.
Jeez, Juniper a willing creature as this happens?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, she doesn't know it's gonna happen, but she thinks that, like, probably Amber would be the
Do you
one
guys
to
see
do
how
it.
this is like sounding weird even to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, she doesn't have to go. It was just an offer because I think he's
I
gonna fall
totally
that
get how you guys are trying to be
get it.
teamworky, but like you're inside a worm, there's an old battle chaos, and you can just... I'm gonna turn on the music as I explain this. I'm just a little bit iffy about this because you can grab somebody you can't see. What if they're behind a wall? Can you dimension door them behind a wall?
It just says you can also teleport one willing creature. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you teleport.
Okay. Specific beats general. General still stands. You are on one side of a wall. A creature is on the other side of a wall. You are 5 feet away from each other, but you have total cover from each other. Can you grab them? Can you teleport them through the wall with Dimension Door? Because that's the situation we are in right now. You have an entire worm acting as a encapsulating area. Teleporting yourself, I understand.
I'm fine reverting it. We're good.
I just...
You can just put Juniper back.
I just feel like this is something I need to roll here. Is everybody else losing connection with Discord, by the way? Oh my god.
My turn. I don't have any actual actions left. I just want to describe what she looks like shifted, if that's okay.
Absolutely, go for it.
You all notice as she reappears in the cavern, covered in stomach goo and looking worse for wear, that her nose is kind of like widened and like elongated a little bit, and it looks a lot more canine in that sense. But the largest change you notice is that her legs and her posture as a result, she's kind of hunched a little bit over her legs, which have more like pronounced haunches, and her foot is bent in the sense that her ankle kind of looks more like the way that dogs have like reverse
Backwards knees.
Yeah, backwards knees. So she's like perched a bit more. It's almost like a satyr, but it definitely has that distinct like canine feeling. It's kind of similar to the way that like Remus Lupin looks in the Harry Potter films. Bad call, but the vibe is there. Yeah.
Carrie, very important
But
question for you. Do you want
Yeah.
the resident furry artist to draw you a new token at the end of this?
Oh my god. As a furry artist, follow your dreams. I won't force any work on anyone. But, and she's not fully like canine, right? Like she still has mostly human like skin poking through. She's not covered in fur, but it's like these like skeletal changes appear to have happened when she shifted.
Love it.
And that's my turn. And that's all, actually. I'll wait.
A still blinded worm is going to take a legendary action to scream out this psychic scream. Each creature in the chamber, please make me a DC 17 intelligence saving throw as this screech pierces the mind. This is against the effects of 22 psychic damage and a frighten effect. So if you have anything giving you advantage against being frightened, use it.
I'm gonna
I got
use a
it.
slot. I'm gonna use a slot on my ring to give myself advantage.
Ring?
Yeah, I have the ring of the puzzles keep. That gives me the advantage of the intelligence.
I gotcha. Anybody who rolled below a 17 or higher succeeds. 16 or lower fails. It's 22 psychic damage, and you are frightened of the necrophytus worm while it is within sight of you.
As the
Yes.
fear begins to wash over Kail, for a moment, a look of pure focus appears, and my Mage Slayer feat guarded mind activates, and I can choose to save a failed saving throw.
Nicely done.
Sick.
So we have Amber frightened. Anybody else fail it?
Am I in the area?
You are not. You are still hiding around sort of the south tunnels around the corner. It is not. It is. You can still hear it. I would have you roll to save, yes, because it is an audible effect.
Okay.
Amber assumes the posture of a cowering dog.
What do we rule on a save for Orakai?
I thought you said
I thought you said
she
did
wasn't
not-
in.
Well, Orakai has auditory, like she can hear the screech. The frightened effect will still not take effect if it's not within sight of it, but it's still like a psychic screech that she needs to save against the psychic damage.
I unfortunately failed,
Okay, so
even while using Tides of Chaos.
it's okay, it happens. 22 psychic damage.
Fun.
You get to reroll the save at the end of each of your turns. That's my legendary action, just a screech, giving Professor Isaac de Zeroff in the eastern corner of the cave here a turn. Do you still hold on to your spell there?
Yep, I still
Okay.
haven't. I'm gonna go 15. 20. As I'm running, and I'm purely just doing this for like, because of how
Flavor.
he is. Yeah, for flavor. As he's running, he's like, "No! What are you doing? I was in control of it!" He's like, "Oh, fine. More of the brute force." And then, he's going to cast, Tasha's Mind Whip. And this will be a second level. It needs to make a DC 17 intelligence.
As you move under the shadow of the heaving worm where it's about to
Nice.
crash, it was a 0 intelligence save.
Okay, still holding on to my spell, but I'm able to cast that verbally. It takes 3d6, and so that's 15 damage, psychic. And on its next turn, okay, excuse me, it cannot take a reaction until the end of its next turn. And
Reaction.
on its next turn, it must either choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. Only one of those three.
Remind me at the beginning of the turn, but I will put a little slow icon on it to remind myself. Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Mind whipped.
And then, man, I have like no bonus actions. Like such a bummer. Yeah, and then he's just gonna, kind of stay next to the bigger guy who thinks he can protect him. And then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, the worm continues to heave, sort of backing with its entire weight back in an angle, like a giant Tower of Pisa leaning, about to collapse on the three of you to the north east here. Giving Kael a turn to react.
I will run up to right there and begin attacking in a series of speedy blows with my glaive.
Spinning around with your glaive. 13, unfortunately, does not pierce through its hide.
Okay, so
Has a
graze,
natural armor of 18, so grazing it for 5.
and 19.
Strikes and pierces through for 11 slashing damage.
And
12 grazes for 5.
And my pole strike. As I spin around.
Keep in mind, I don't know if this gives you advantage on your strikes. It is blinded.
Oh, I would have had
So we'll
advantage on all of those.
Yeah, so we'll take your rolls as they came here. 19 hit, a 25 also hit. Just give me damage roll real quick with your glaive. 13, okay. I'm just replacing some of the grazes that you missed with
Okay.
advantageous hits, and you have a third strike here with advantage.
Okay, yeah.
22. Do you want to fish for a natural 20 just in case? Okay. 30, 20, 22.
20.
Strikes pierces
And-
through. For 60 additional.
Damage.
Massive.
And then I'll do my pole strike with my bonus action and finish it with like a spin and kind of behind my back. With advantage, 28
Strikes.
for 11.
Nicely done.
And I'll say to the wizard, no, it's gonna fall there. And that will be my turn.
Hidden, invisible, out of sight, still reeling from the frightening shout of the worm, we have Orikai's turn then. Orikai, you're currently hiding around the corner of the cavern. The entrance to the main chamber where the rest of the group fights is 15 to 20 feet ahead of you, and past it, 40 feet from where you stand, is the looming worm. Just out of sight
Okay.
around the corner.
And just checking, where is my Mystic Surge cube now?
It's still... The worm is still within that cube.
Okay, so then I have to roll. It's been my turn. I have to roll a d4. Okay, now I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Guard in mind, Necrophytus Matriarch rolls a 10 on saving throw.
Okay, so that is still a fail. So now, apparently the monster starts giggling till the end of its next turn and is incapacitated, using its movement to move in a random direction. Roll 1d4, 1 being north, 2 being south, 3 being east, 4 being west.
Attacking its
the
mind,
rest
you
of
have
the
maddened it into gurgling worm-like, which is causing it to move in which direction here?
Do you want me to roll the d4?
I can roll it. I rolled a 4, so that's west?
Yeah.
Alright, using its full movement, you said?
Yep.
It slides up the wall, crashing into it. Does it keep moving?
As
Sorry,
it
what did you ask?
leaves my reach, I make an opportunity attack.
Okay, so we're gonna say it leaves your reach then. It begins to burrow into the wall, leaving Kaio's reach. 15 and 20. Can I get 20 with advantage? That strikes. For an 18 damage. It also is gonna go ahead and move out of Thea's reach. If you want to have Thea make me a
sick.
advantageous attack, you can.
Yes, I
Actually, can he make a con save? DC 17 strength save.
If I roll a con, I got an 11. Plus 10, 21. I have plus 10 to my con
Sorry,
saves.
DC is a strength save. I'm sorry.
Strength, let me do the math here. strength is +8. I rolled a... Dude. 8 + 5. 13. Yes.
Okay, so it fails and is knocked prone. And takes an additional d10 of damage.
Okay. Knocked prone. Half movement again. So at this
And
point,
next.
what has happened as Thea takes her swing? What is the result of Thea's hit? If she did.
Yeah, she tries to kind of crush it with its fist. Gets a 25 to hit.
Hits?
And does 15 bludgeoning to it as it slides by.
Okay. And as it crawls prone by, it begins to burrow in a panic into the wall and makes a hole in the western side of the chamber, as wide as it is. Burrowing into the hole, I have to extend the map now. I have to like make some adjustments to it. So yeah. That is the result of just moving it. Does anything else on Orcai's turn as I make adjustments to the map here?
How far away is it now from
Orcai? It disappeared out of sight, crawling like if you look into the chamber, it crawled to the left, out of sight, around the bend of the rocks, because you're looking into the chamber through a 10-foot wide tunnel entrance, right? Where it sort of opens up from there, and the rest of your party is fighting. You've sort of moved around the corner to hide, so it's out of your sight unless you enter the chamber again, which is 20 feet ahead of you.
I'm going to enter the chamber again.
Okay.
And it's now within my sight, right?
Yes.
Do I have to do another saving throw because of the frightened?
It's at the end of your turn. If you wish to end your turn, you can, yeah.
Because that spell was still being held for concentration, I'm going to use this turn to cast Firebolt at the monster.
Roll to hit. I've adjusted the map walls. I think everybody can agree. Yes, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I rolled a 15. I don't think that's a hit.
No, unfortunately, it does hit the giant worm, but it hits a chitinous armored section of it.
And I'm going to. Is there anywhere to hide from where I am, or no?
Well, you have entered the chamber again, so you're sort of in the open again, and unfortunately, you used your entire movement to re-enter and get into your line of sight. So, nowhere to hide here.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage. And ending my turn.
There's nothing near you. Disengage just gives you what? Do you mean dodge?
No, I guess it's not going to do anything actually.
No.
It's not as close.
Disengage would help you if something is near you and you want to run away from it without getting opportunity to attack, but there's nothing near you right now. Sort of, the chamber features a whole bunch of incapacitated juvenile worms that our wizard has incapacitated, but they're way above you, like 50 feet above your head, and
Okay.
seem to be writhing and not paying attention to the party because they're still in stupor for next minute.
Alright, cool. Then I'm gonna end my turn.
Make me a wisdom saving throw against the effects of frightened to end your disadvantage on your attacks against the worm. And let me know if you want to keep holding on to your cube of chaos in the center of the chamber.
I got an 18.
That saves. You're no longer frightened.
And yes, I want to hold on to my cube.
Sounds good. No longer frightened. Orcai ends her turn.
Nice.
I am incapacitated until the start of your turn, you said? Jesus.
Yeah, until the start of my next turn.
Does damage make that go away? Because we damaged it with the opportunity attacks.
True.
What makes it go away is if it somehow would leave the cube, but it can't leave the cube because it used all its movement because of the specific effect of the cube on that D4 rolling.
The cube is 20 feet wide.
Mhm.
It uses
And 20 feet up as well.
awesome, which is the size of the gargantuan worm. It was absolutely encapsulating it. It crawled prone, slithering across the ground, and began to burrow away from the cube, out of the cube, and into the western wall of the chamber, breaching it, and has now burrowed. It has moved a good 25 feet out of the cube. Is it still incapacitated?
So then, the spell description doesn't say anything besides it being in the cube, so I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna look it up during Thea's turn. Thea, what does Thea do?
An interesting question. Thea. I think Thea's going to move near Amber to try to kind of body block.
Absolutely.
And then, I mean, all of these little guys are incapacitated right now, right?
Still hypnotized by the hypnotic pattern, yeah.
Yeah, hypnotized. I'm hesitant to whip them out of that. But the worm is maybe incapacitated as well, maybe not.
Well, Abby, what's the name of the feature? I'm just gonna resolve it right now. Sorry, guys. Like, know your
There's
sheets, but I'll
mischief,
mischief.
and the result you're looking for is roll 3. I can also post it in the chat if that's more helpful.
Just so we know what the ability does for this session, future sessions. Fizban's Treasure of Dragon, Nathair's Mischief spell. You feel a 20-foot cube, but you can see within 60-foot range with a Fey and Draconic magic. Roll a Mischievous Surge table to determine the magical effect produced, and roll again at the start of each of your turns until the spell ends after a minute while you concentrate on spell. You can move the cube up to 10 feet before you roll. Interesting. Roll 3. Each creature in the cube must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or begin giggling until the start of your next turn. A giggling creature is incapacitated. It uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. Sounds good. So it's until the start of Orcai's next turn. My worm is incapacitated. So with that in mind, yeah.
We can pick on the smaller ones.
Yeah, they're not doing anything right now. She'll shoot at one of the smaller ones.
Pick a target.
This little
Focus
one,
him.
right above Kyle.
Okay.
She's going to launch a rock at it, or two, really, because she multi-attacks. The first one's a 25 to hit.
So I will note something about it. It's the only one that's not above you guys because it is prone to ground because of the way that you cast Shatter and you burst that hive. It sort of fell from the spell. So it's on the ground prone, giving you disadvantage on range attack. But the other ones are still like above you as good range targets if you want.
Yeah, let me go for this one to the south then.
Okay,
down
sounds
here.
good. 25 to hit strikes it for
Okay,
rock
let me roll
launch.
it. 11 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then she'll kind of hurl her fist again, and it looks kind of like a piece of her knuckle comes off and goes towards it for a 19.
Sure. As soon as it gets hit,
I'm sorry, I'm rolling with advantage. Oh no, yeah.
it's okay.
Well, the
as
first
soon
one might be
as you
advantage,
hit
this
it
one might be
first, it hit, and the second one it rolled for 16, hit as well. So what's damage on the second one?
flat. 8.
Okay. Gets bludgeoned. Rock punch.
And she'll end her turn there.
Yeah, the target is larger or smaller, it has a prone condition, so it gets prone, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't have the drop down open.
It's okay. I also never saw rock launch as a spell or ability, whatever it is. Is that a spell?
No, it's just her ranged attack.
Cool.
Basically, I thwop them so hard. and
Oh,
that's
it's a
when
rock
they fall
elemental
down.
ability. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, rock elemental thing.
All right.
Earth
Is
elemental.
Thea keeping her spot there in front of you?
She is going to, yeah.
Okay. At the start of the 14th initiative here, the worm unfortunately is gonna. It can no longer slam down in the direction it was. It's incapacitated. You have cancelled the slam down. Nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Nicely done. So slam down has been cancelled.
Oh,
Move
just a
out.
quick note. Sorry.
Yeah.
I noticed this last session, and it just reoccurred to me. I've been tracking Thea's HP on paper because I can't edit her HP in the sheet. So I have an up-to-date HP from the damage from last week's fight and today. Like I'm tracking.
So, her token, is it controllable by you because you can drag it around?
Yes.
When you click on the token, you see little bubbles appear above the token that say like numbers like
Okay,
17.
I'll see if it works here. It just doesn't work on the sheet.
Well, because you can't change anything on a sheet, but on same as for yourselves, you can change your health on your token, not just on your sheet. So if you change that 147 to whatever is her health now, then that should work.
Cool.
Just so you know, I've been keeping track of my health on my sheet because I cannot make the token work. With
Anything to do with your character, you track on your own terms because I don't even have your character sheet on my Roll20. But moving initiative along as the fight goes along, my Necrophytus Worm is incapacitated, so it can't even take legendary actions, giving Juniper Owlbear the turn.
Yes, Owlbear Juniper is going to make 2 rend attacks against the dude that's just south of her.
So above you, 15 feet up, your giant looming bear form swipes up at it for... Is that a 3? You don't have any bonuses to your swipes?
It's +7, so that's a 10.
So if you shift, double click on the owlbear token... Oh, okay, I guess you're using a sheet of your own. 10 does not hit. You have advantage on against an incapacitated creature though, so you can roll again if you want.
It is also a multi-attack, so yeah. Oh,
Okay, first strike misses.
a 15 misses?
So this is why I'm... Okay, so check this out. If you do this... If you do this in chat, I know what you rolled. Oh my god, it's whispering. If you do this in chat, I know what you rolled because I can see the total number. If you show me an 8, I'm gonna say it's a miss. It was a 15?
Yeah.
Roll
sorry,
damage.
I'm adding the +7 in my head.
Don't. Just give me a number, please.
Okay. It's 2d8 plus 5. So that's 10 plus the 2d6 from Fountain Moonlight, the Radiant.
What's the total number of damage?
14.
Okay.
And then second one is 21. Nope. Whatever. It's over 20 if fits.
It's over 28, you said?
Yeah, the
Okay.
plain roll is a 16, then plus 7.
Damage?
Is 16.
Blooding the juvenile worm as it retains its position, wriggling in the webbing above. Anything else on your turn?
Nah, she's chilling. She's staying right there.
Okay. My worm is incapacitated, so it straight up just loses turn. The juveniles are
Also,
gonna...
that worm isn't blind anymore. The big worm.
Okay. For all that's worth. The juveniles not incapacitated are going to go ahead and begin writhing. This one to the south of Amber and Thea is going to go ahead and writhe from prone. How much movement does it have? 30-foot climb. It's going to go ahead and leap downwards, taking some damage as it crashes with Squelch onto the ground, taking 5 bludgeoning damage from the fall. And it's going to go ahead and writhe 1, 2, 3, crawling toward Orakai to Orikai's left. From Orikai's left, the writhing juvenile worm, about 5 feet, dog-sized and slick with ichor, is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks. One with its maw bite. Against Orikai's armor class, it's going to be a 13 to strike. Excuse me.
What did you roll, sorry?
13 to strike against Orikai's armor class.
Oh, that is a fail.
Not piercing armor. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze again because biological functions.
Bless you.
And a tentacle comes writhing and whipping around, trying to grapple you in place here. For 10, also unable to find purchase. Nonetheless, it remains there to Orikai's direct left. The other still the other one is over here.
It's within 5 feet of me.
Yes.
That means because of my scout subclass, I can move 5 feet as a reaction.
Sure. It is to your direct left, so do you want to move up, to your right, or down?
Away from it.
Okay, away from it. 5 feet. Facing off the giant owl bear, the other juvenile is going to go ahead and strike with its maw and tentacle against the arm class of the owl bear. I have a 10 and 12. Not doing much.
No.
Isn't your armor class 10?
No.
What's your armor class? 13?
The owlbear armor class is 13.
Okay.
And Juniper's is 17, so...
I believe the other ones are incapacitated. Nick, correct me here. I have an incapacitated icon on this one, but it did fall prone from damage. What happened first, your spell or it falling from the ceiling?
If it falls and takes any damage or is nudged or whatever, it's gonna wake up.
The shatter happened before you cast Hypnotizing Pattern, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shatter was first.
You hypnotized it on ground. Okay, all good.
Right.
Okay, so that'll be the end of my turn. Amber. Mm-hmm.
I think with a bonus action, Amber's going to take a potion of healing.
Okay.
Because, ow. Why is it so far away? Here we go. 2d4 plus 2.
You guys are so lucky I don't have literature actions.
Okay. 8 back, thankfully. And then with her action, she will offer to Kyle. She'll say, I can deafen us and maybe protect us if it screeches again. I feel like people need to stay hitting. We can't afford being afraid of it.
Discombobulate.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Blindness Deafness, and if Kyle also wants to be deafened, it only deafens. I get to pick which one it does. If Kyle wants to also be deafened, I will twin spell it.
No, that's okay.
Okay, it doesn't give you any adverse attack disadvantage or anything. It just deafens you. And then you would have disadvantage on checks related to hearing.
I can take it.
Okay, to each their own. And she's gonna blindness deafness herself and be deafened.
Okay. That's a first.
Because I cannot take another screech. It will be game over for Amber.
Fair enough.
And then
Movement?
she's gonna stick by Thea.
Okay. End of your turn, you can roll a wisdom saving throw, intelligence saving throw against the effects of a last screech to clear the fright effect off you.
Okay.
The DC of which is...
A 9.
Not that. Okay.
It's not a single digit number?
You'd be surprised. Professor Isaac Lazaroff, your group's incapacitation of the worm is holding. At this point, I'm trying to remember which incapacitation am I waiting to outlast. Because it was like 3 things. It was adventure attack rules from Kyle. It was
Yeah, there was a lot.
a slow from you, I think, and then it was like incapacity from another source. Oh, from the Giggle. Orcai's turn. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had the hypnotic pattern, and so that's still holding on all of the couple of the other smaller juveniles.
Are you counting
It's
it, or
done
am I?
with the bigger one. I'm counting it, yes.
Thank
so
you.
This is it's for 1 minute, so which is 10 turns. I'm on the 3rd right now, so there's still a lot. Kind of looking at the battlefield and everything, and kind of seeing what's happening. Buying us some time against the big worm. However, as an action, I'm just going to launch a ray of...
Ray? No, Discord! Okay, well, 2 reboots later, I cannot discharge my modem. My internet is out. Today's session is cursed. I'm gonna have to stop recording here, I guess. Pick up next time.